Hey, what's up, people? It's been so long since I made the random video on YouTube. I'm really pumped because tomorrow is the release of the Shenmue remasters on Xbox One and PS4, and also on the computer. I love this franchise. It's been so long in the making. We've been fighting hard to have those games republished by Sega, and having the new game hopefully next year. I don't know when. There's no official release date, but that's gonna be amazing. I've been dying to play this fucking game again on modern system. I sadly don't have a Dreamcast anymore. I sold it a little while ago. Shenmue was like the last game I really look at when I sold my Dreamcast, and I was like, "Fuck, I really want to play this game again eventually." But I hope maybe one day there'll be a remaster, and if there wouldn't be a remaster, at least I have the second game on Xbox, and in this there's actually bonus disc with which is Shenmue the movie, so you can at least have like some kind of version of the original game on the original Xbox, and that game is actually backward compatible with 360. So my 360 is still plugged, so I could still play the second game and watch the movie, but I couldn't play the first game again because I don't have a Dreamcast anymore. So it's really welcome that this game is going to be remastered, and I'm pumped to unlock achievement for it. For now, I'm gonna get it on Xbox One, but since Shenmue 3 is coming on the PlayStation 4 only and PC, but on console is gonna be PS4 only so far, I'm probably gonna just get the Shenmue 1 and 2 again on the PS4 eventually when I do get a PS4, so I can unlock the trophies again and stuff like that. I'm really pumped to support this game. The only little blemish, if I can say so, is that I heard that there's going to be patches, like day one patches. There's already patches out, even for the people getting a review copy, and there's going to be another day one patch, which I think sucks a bit because, man, like I want to get this game on disc. That's the reason I'm getting the game on Wednesday. It's out on Tuesday, but I'm gonna have to wait on Wednesday because this is when I can go to the video game store. It's not really close to where I live, so I'm gonna get the game a day late because I want this fucking game as a disc, as a box. I don't want fucking digital. I know some of you guys prefer digital for convenience and stuff. I suppose it's okay, but I don't want to see like the physical release getting anywhere. Like I always see guys like Review Tech USA mention that next gen, oh, physical release are gonna be out and they're not gonna exist anymore. Fuck that! It's bullshit. Too much people like physical stuff, and I could go on and make like a whole video about how physical releases aren't going nowhere, at least for next gen, because there's too much incentive. Like even with Xbox, I mean they're really big on backward compatibility. You think they're gonna throw that away for next gen? I don't think so. They're working really hard this gen to have both like 360 games and original Xbox game working. And yes, they could always like put them on the store to buy, but people will be mad because like right now we can use our disc. So I don't think it's going away, at least on the Xbox side. So anyway, so Shenmue coming out really soon. Really excited about that. I'm really pumped to play the remaster version because it's been so long. I played Shenmue 1 and 2 on Dreamcast back in the days. Actually, started with 2. It was like short story. It was just like a random luck that I played this game. I was buying some like burn games from a guy. Yeah, I know it's not official. Back then I was like what 17, 18 years old. I didn't have a ton of cash. That guy was selling discs for like $5. So I got a bunch of games from him, and he had Shenmue 2, which he made for another guy, and he just offered it to me and say, because the other guy didn't took it in the end, and he said, "You want that game? It's 4 CDs, but I'm gonna sell it for $10. Usually it was $5 a disc." So I was like, "Yeah, okay, can I try it?" I tried for like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh well, okay, I'm not sure. It looks good, but like." when you start a game, like it's not, you have to play a little bit to get into the game, right? So he was like, no man, trust me, it's gonna be good. I promise you, if you don't like the game, I'm gonna pay you back your fucking $10. I swear. And I finally got it, and I had one of the best time in my life. And I actually undown a real copy of the first game because I wanted to get that physical release back then. And I would have happily buy the second game if it ever came out on Dreamcast, but sadly it didn't. So for a while I only had my Dreamcast version that was burned, but eventually I got the Xbox copy when, like, a couple years after that. And I just want to say like two things before I finish this video. Well, actually more than two things, but first, thank you Sega for releasing those games again. I'm a little bummed that there's fucking patches. I would hope that the physical version will be the perfect definitive version, so you know, for game preservation and for like just fans of physical copies like us. But hey, at least we're getting the game, so it's really good, and that was good to finally have a payoff. So I know that there's a couple other games that fans are really asking Sega to finally remaster and do sequels maybe. So one of them is Sky of Arcadia. I'm personally not a fan because I don't like turn-by-turn RPGs, but I know a lot of people love this game, so I'm really hoping eventually they're gonna do it for those peoples. From what I heard, it's a fantastic RPG for the people that love this style of RPG. So it totally deserves a remaster. It's on GameCube if you don't have a Dreamcast, but it's like super rare and super expensive, so you're probably not gonna go with that copy, I guess. But really, Sega, you should release it. I'm sure like fans will love it. And another game that I personally would love to see remaster, it's that one. It's Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. This is the GameCube version, but it was on Dreamcast. Again, I still have though my version of Phantasy Star Online version 2 on Dreamcast. It's like the only game I couldn't sell because I love that game so much. And it was kind of linked to my character and stuff. Anyway, I would really like a remaster of that. I know there's a Phantasy Star Online 2, but it's only in fucking Japan. Sorry Japan, but I'm really pissed when Sega does shit like that, which is why I kind of like a love-hate relationship with Sega. Like, I love them for some stuff they do. Like, I think they have fantastic games like the Yakuza franchise, like the Shenmue and the Phantasy Star and House of the Dead and plenty more. But sometimes I just don't understand them. Like, they really want to just piss off the fans, or I don't know. Like, Phantasy Star Online 2 is actually released on computer and PS4, so it's even on console. It's not just the computer, but you have to like fool around with stuff. And if you're in North America and you want to play it, it's like super complicated, and I'm not going that way. I'm sorry, I would love to play the fucking game, but I'm not going to make a Japanese account and have to deal with Japanese like subtitles and inventories and all of this shit. Bring the fucking game to North America. We want to play it. Like, I love this fucking game on Dreamcast back then, and I played it on GameCube. And I even have like the fucking Phantasy Star Universe, which I thought was not as good as Phantasy Star Online, but I still play it. Like, I mean, it's a franchise I love because it means a lot to me. So I would love to either get the Phantasy Star Online 2 game for North America, even that late. I mean, even if it released in a year, and I think it's already out for a lot of years, but whatever, I would still fucking play it. It would still be new for us. Or you can remake this game, like remaster it, and I would still play the fuck out of this game because it was amazing back then. And yes, it aged and stuff, but it's still a good game. So I hope really they're gonna do it. And if you like Shenmue, I just want to recommend you a little game that I like, which it's not the same, but it shares some stuff. I mean, have you ever played Final Fight Streetwise? Look, it's based on the 2D arcade game Beat 'em All that was that was made like a bunch of years ago, but it's in 3D. You can walk around in the city. You can go and do pit fights just like in Shenmue. There's a lot, like there are stores where you can buy music and stuff, and the gameplay really reminds me of Shenmue. It doesn't have like the Asian culture, the Asian atmosphere at all, and the end of the game, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the end of the game is a little bit fucked up, and I really didn't like maybe like the second the last quarter of the game, if I can say so, because it has some kind of twist which I didn't like, but um, it's still like most of the game was really fun because, like I said, you run around, you do quests in the city, you help people, kind of like in Shenmue. You get clues and infos, and it's a semi-open world because you're talking to people. You can wander around the streets, but it's not like super open world like a GTA or something. But still, and you can go like at the fight club and do one-on-one matches just like you do in Shenmue. Back in the days, I played that on the 360 actually for the first time, so it was not that long ago. It was, I think it was 2010 or 2011, something like that. And I got this game like from a bargain bin at the video store, and I played it because it was backward compatible, and I enjoyed it so much. It became one of my favorite games. So it's like that's a true hidden gem for me. I know a lot of people hate it because it's not really Final Fight, because it's not like the old 2D beat 'em all, but for what it is, I enjoy it. So I'm gonna finish this video on that. Get Shenmue, play that game, support it because it's really worth it, and you should definitely look for the third game when it's out. And from what I heard, they're not gonna finish the game on the third game, sadly, in a way. Like, I'm happy if they make more, but at the same time, I so want to see the conclusion because I don't want to be left on the cliffhanger again. But, well, anyway, so just play those games because it's worth it. And please, Sega, stop being such pricks sometimes. I mean, release the games you make, like, release them everywhere. And why the fuck Yakuza is not on Xbox, guys? Come on. I mean, we love those kind of game in the West too. It's it's not just for Japanese people. Alright? So, see ya.